Dear students, in this video we will study about the experiment number 4, that is dip and strike problems. So before going for the problems, we need to know what is dip and what is strike. So consider this as the ground surface and this is the rock which is exposed on the surface of the earth, and this is the way in which it is present below the subsurface. Then the direction in which the outcrop is exposed is called as the strike. The angle of inclination with respect to the horizontal surface is called as the dip. So these are the two different terms which we need to know. Again, in case of dip, we have apparent dip as well as true dip. So this we have already discussed in the thickness of strata problems as well as borehole problems. Now we will start with the problem. So for the first problem is like this. In a railway cutting, a bed of sandstone of dip 30 degree along south 35 degree west and 38 degree along north 60 degree west, determine its true dip. So as I have told you, here they have given you the amount of dip as well as the direction, that is amount of apparent dip they have given, and they have asked us to find out the true dip amount as well as the direction. So when this type of problems are given, first we need to write the data which is given. So the given data is apparent dip 1, the amount is 30 degree and the direction is south 35 degree west. In the same way, the amount of apparent dip 2 is 38 degree and the direction is north 60 degree west. So we are asked to find out the true dip amount as well as the direction. So once this type of problems are given, we need to first construct the circle of radius 2.5 centimeters. So now I will construct a circle of radius 2.5 centimeters. Next, draw the x and y coordinates, that is the direction east, west, north, south. Name this point as O. First, we need to now construct the amount and direction of the AD1. So here amount of apparent dip 1 they have given as 30 degree and the direction is south 35 degree west and north 60 degree west. Now first we will go with the south 35 degree west. So place the protractor on north-south line and measure south 35 degree west. Then join this line from O. Draw a line from O to this point. Next, to this we need to draw the perpendicular. So from O, draw the perpendicular which touches at any point, at a point on the circumference of the circle, that is the right angle. So this is called as, name it as P. From P, you need to draw the complementary angle of 30 degree, where 90 degree minus 30 degree is equal to 60 degree. So from here, place the protractor on the point P and measure an angle of 60 degree. Then draw a line from P at 60 degree which touches the amount of or the AD1, that is apparent dip 1. So here it cuts the line AD1 at a point Q. So here it is 60 degree. Next, construct another triangle in the same way by taking north 60 degree west. So here place the protractor like this and measure north 60 degree towards west. So here it falls. Then draw the line from O. So this will be your amount of, that is AD2. So again for this AD2, draw the perpendicular by placing the protractor on the point O. So here we will get this 90 degree, join O at 90 degree, which touches the circumference of the circle. Again here name it as R. You need to find out the complementary angle. So that is 38 degree. So 90 degree minus 38 degree, we will get it as 52 degree. So place the protractor on the line OR and measure 52 degrees. So this is what we get here. Now draw a triangle. So here we got a point, name it as S. Now we got 2 points S and Q, so that you draw a line which passes through these 2 points, and this itself will be your true strike direction, that is the true strike direction. Now they have asked us to find out the true dip direction as well as the amount. As we all know that the true dip will be always perpendicular to the strike line. Now we need to draw a perpendicular to this strike line. So for that, place the protractor on this line and move it in such a way that it has to pass through the center of the circle. Draw the perpendicular in such a way that the 90 degree angle should pass through the center of the circle. So here we got the perpendicular line to the strike line. So this itself is called as the true dip direction. Then again draw the perpendicular to this true dip direction by placing the protractor on the point O, and again join this up to the circumference of the circle from the point O. Here name it as Y and this as X. Now join X and Y. So this is the triangle which we got. Okay, so this is what we want in order to find out the true dip direction as well as the true dip amount. So we need to find the true dip amount as well as the true dip direction. So in order to find out the true dip amount, we need to measure this angle which is formed at X by the intersection of this true dip direction towards the strike line. So here we got it as 42 degree. So this is the angle which we need to measure, that is true dip amount is 42 degree, and we are interested in finding out the true dip direction. So if we measure this angle by placing the protractor on this line, we will get the true dip direction. So it is south 84 degree towards west. So the true dip direction is south 84 degree west. So this is what we wanted to find out, that is true dip amount as well as the true dip direction. So this is how we solve the dip and strike problems.